Hello, everybody. Rachel here from Nutrition in Bloom, and we are continuing Snack Month. Yes, I have officially declared May as Snack Month, and all this month I'm going to be talking all about snacks. So if you missed my video last week, I talked about the how of snacks, and I also talked about why snacks are important because I think a lot of times snacks get a bad reputation. Snacks we think of as like food that's maybe not so nutritious or that our kids just always seem to want. But we've kind of created that for ourselves. So, what I invite you to think about when it comes time for snacks is think about a snack as a mini meal, a smaller meal, and a time when you can provide your child or yourself with some nutrition, with some food, with some sustenance to continue to make it through your day. So, um, think about that when it comes to snacks and to think about what we can include in our snacks. And that's what we are going to be talking about today. So, today was really fun for me to prepare for this video because I got to dive into my snack cabinet and pull out like a lot of snacks that I have on hand, which I want to share with you today. So I am excited to do that. I'll also be talking about some snacks that I don't have on hand. But I wanted to show you like a peek in the life of my real-time snack cabinet. And depending on where I am, sometimes that's more full with snacks. Meaning like foods that we can be taken on the go that we have at snack time. However, we have lots of different foods at snack time too. So why don't I just dive in a little bit and tell you more about that. And before I do that, I just want to share, if you haven't yet, I invite you to download my free guide, 4 Steps to Help Your Little One Try New Foods, which is all about how you can help your child try new foods and expand what they're eating. Okay. And I will also say, I know there's so much when it comes to snacks. So what I want to tell you is that I'll be doing more diving next week and the week after into some other areas of snacks. But today I just want to talk about the what of snack time and what that might look like. So what I typically like to do is when I kind of categorize my snacks, I break them up into 3 categories. And sometimes I do some snack planning, meaning thinking about at the beginning of the week what kind of snacks I'm going to be offering when I'm doing meal planning. I will admit it doesn't happen that often or every single week because, hello, we're all busy. But I like to think about snacks, and here's how I categorize my snacks. So my first category of snacks is packaged snacks, packaged that come in a package like Goldfish, Cheez-Its, chips, crackers, cookies, nuts, anything that is packaged and can be taken on the go. And I think that, all snacks have a place in our pantry and a place in what we provide. And packaged snacks I find are great when I'm sending my child to school, when I don't have a ton of time, when I need something on the go. They last for a really long time too. So we have our packaged snacks, and those are the ones that I'm going to show you a little bit later on and what I think about from a nutrition standpoint as well. The other snacks I think about are prepared or semi-prepared or ready to go, but maybe in the refrigerator snacks. And these snacks I think about as fruit, veggies, maybe peanut butter crackers, canned beans, frozen peas, frozen fruit, maybe a quesadilla, yogurt, string cheese. So these are foods that are relatively easy to prepare and can really be taken on the go as well. Excuse me 1 second. You okay?
I'm fine. We're just looking for tape.
Okay.
Not blue tape.
Okay. Daughter decided to join. So those are my kind of prepared snacks, semi-prepared things that we can bring with us. You can take that out with you.
No, there's 3 apiece.
Okay. And then finally, we have our make-ahead snacks. And these I think about as snacks that I do make and do take some time to prepare. So these would be like homemade muffins or oat balls or different types of cookies that I like to make. And what I like about these is that I'm controlling the ingredients. I can pack in that nutrition, the nutrients that I want to. They can be frozen. They can also be taken on the go, but these take some more time to prepare. Absolutely. So what I find is that having variety within the snacks is the most important thing. So, of course, I'm not going to make a batch of muffins every single day. If I'm lucky, I make one batch a week, right? But it's about having that variety and thinking about how we can put some of that variety into what our kids are eating. And with that, I do also want to mention that when you're thinking about snacks, thinking about how you can provide 2 food groups together if possible, because that's going to help with satiety. So it's going to help kids feel full, feel more satisfied. And a snack, again, it should be a mini meal. So that's my snack wrap. But I wanna dive a little bit into what is in my snack cabinet and what you would find today. So I will admit that having prepackaged snacks on hand has been helpful for my family and I at times. So I'm just gonna kind of pull some things out as we're going through this. But I do have a snack bin, and this snack bin is kept in the bottom of my cabinet. So my kids are 4 and almost 6, and we recently started doing this where sometimes they are able to kind of pull something out of the bin when it is snack time. And I will show you some of the things that I keep in there. These are sometimes used for school, for our pod in the garage, since we're still doing a little bit of virtual school. But these are things that I kind of keep on hand. So my favorite bars right now are Lara Bars. I don't know if it's backwards where I'm showing this to you, but these, and they do have nuts in them. So I know for any of you that have children or yourself with allergies, these bars are not going to be the best option for you. But right now, my kids are in a phase where they are very much enjoying the Lara Bars. So I personally purchase those either at Costco or at Target, where I'll buy some packs at a time. My kids' favorite right now are the peanut butter chocolate chip and the almond butter chocolate chip. And when I am looking at a bar, now, for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I am a big proponent of all foods fitting, and of course nutrition is important, but I don't limit my kids to a sense where I'm very particular or very narrow-minded or focused on one single nutrient. But what I do tend to look for when I'm looking at snacks is how much added sugar is in the product. And then sometimes I'll look at sodium as well. Fat, I'm not as concerned about. Sometimes I'll look at fat, but added sugar is typically where you'll find some of these snacks. Again, you will see my snack bin. I have foods with those. So I'm not saying take them all out, but I'm saying that's something that I do kind of keep in mind. And I like these Lara Bars because they typically don't have added sugar. They do this type does have chocolate chips in it. So I have Lara Bars. My kids are also enjoying these Kind bars. Similarly, these have nuts in them as well, but these have been a really great addition. They do have some sugar, but I like that they have whole nuts in them. So the nutrition is going to be a little bit more than it might be in some kind of granola bar or something. And my kids like the taste. Now, if you have a child at home who's a little bit more selective, some of these suggestions aren't going to work for you. So take everything I say with kind of a grain of salt, no pun intended. But, these are things that we have found that work for us and our family right now. Another nice bar option is that's That's It bar. These I've recently found, and with these bars, most of them are fruit-based bars, so they have typically just fruit in them, and I like that they are produced in a allergen-free facility and manufactured free of the top allergens, and they list the top 12 allergens. They do use coconut in some of their bars, but I like that because it includes more than the top 8 allergens. Oh, my daughter decided to come back in. Hey, sweetie. Okay. Okay, some other things that I might keep in here are packs of goldfish, our packs of Chex Mix. We also have Pirate's Booty, which is another well-loved food. And then I have like seaweed snacks. Let's see, little packages of cookies. Sometimes I get these applesauce pouches occasionally. We also have Velveeta crackers, or Velveeta cookies, I should say. And then some other bars, like Trader Joe's granola bars. And those are most of what I have in here. And then also some of these mini kind bars as well, so some smaller options too. So that tends to be what I would have in my little snack pack. And sometimes I do let my kids, we have Kids' Choice, where I let my kids kind of go to the snack cabinet and they get to pick out what they have in the snacks. Other things that I like to keep on hand are nuts. And these happen to be coconut cashews. So these are from Trader Joe's, and my kids aren't huge nut fans, but they like these. These cashews are covered in coconuts and also sweetened with sugar, so they enjoy these, and I enjoy them too. We have other foods like these Parmesan Wisps. So these wisps are the little cheese crackers. We get ours at Costco. And what I like about these is the calcium content is really high. So if you have a cheese lover, these can be a nice addition, and you can take them with you. I like that you can take them with you and you don't need to keep them refrigerated or anything as well. We have a few other things. These are fruit strings, kind of like fruit leathers. We also keep sometimes these little fruit leathers on hand as well. Those are sometimes in my snack bin. Chocolate covered almonds, because who doesn't love chocolate? Let's see, what else do I have here? RX bars, another bar that my kids enjoy, and I love these bars as well. So that's like a little peek into some of the packaged foods that I keep on hand. And what I might do, and kind of how I've figured things out and how I make our snack time work, is that again, on the go, usually it's mostly a packaged snack. In the garage, at school, I tend to combine these together. So it might be one of these packaged snacks with some cut up fruit, or cut up veggies and hummus, or a yogurt or a string cheese. So I'm trying to combine a couple of the food groups to make it happen. You know, if you have school-age kids, well, this is fun, real life, right? You know that if you have school-age kids, your kids tend to have preferences. So letting them have those preferences is completely okay. Typically, when we are home, our times during the week, and we're sitting at the table and having a snack, I'm not going to maybe use the packaged snacks, and I might prepare like a fruit and veggie plate with some yogurt or some cheese and crackers or something like that. And then I try to combine some of those make-ahead foods maybe once a week, where I'll make a batch of zucchini muffins once a week. My banana zucchini muffins, my kids love them. Banana chocolate chip zucchini muffins, I should add. So that's kind of how I tend to provide my snacks. And I really think, you know, with snacks, again, it sometimes has like this bad reputation, right? This idea that if we have a snack, it has to be one of these packaged, unhealthy foods, but it doesn't have to be that way. And what I invite you to kind of think about is how can you combine some of the snack foods into other meals? How can you maybe, if your child loves goldfish, okay, maybe you provide goldfish at lunchtime or at dinner time, and then a snack is an apple with peanut butter, or a snack is a quesadilla, or Chex Mix during dinner time, and then a snack is something else. There's no reason like snack foods only have to be served at snack time. So that is something to think about. That is a peek into my snack cabinet. And food cabinet, I should call it, because these foods can be used at other times besides snack times. Okay, yes. Let me know if you have questions on this. Let me know if there's other questions that you want to talk about when it comes to snacks. Next week on our video series, I'm going to be talking all about how to use snack time to your advantage to offer new foods and to get your child trying new foods. So I am excited about that because snack times, just like all meal times, should be fun, should be enjoyable, and should bring you smiles. So I hope you have a lovely day whenever you're watching this video, and I look forward to hearing all about the snacks that you are providing for your families. Have a good one.